Good evening. Hey, this is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a startup company based here in Austin, Texas. We're focused on connecting student athletes with other student athletes during the recruiting process, also helping them connect with college coaches during this pandemic recruiting cycle that we're in right now. And most importantly, we're trying to help student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then into a career once the game is over for them. We've got a exciting receiver prospect in the class 21 with us tonight. He just came off the practice field. I appreciate him making time for us. Kamali Anderson is a 21 wide receiver from Harlan High School down in the San Antonio area. Got great size. He's 6'1", 175. He's got a strong GPA of 3.1, and he was all district last year. Kamali, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
And I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to sharing your story with coaches. Let's just jump right in here. The first thing, as you know, coaches want to know about is your academics. Tell these coaches about the importance that you put on your academics.
It's real important to me because, one, I know football doesn't last forever, and I always need a plan B. So, yeah, basically that.
Okay. Do you have any favorite classes that you really excel in?
I like history a lot. I like learning about the U.S., the past, so we don't repeat it, and
Yeah.
I like science a little bit too.
Okay. Hey, are there any teachers or tutors or APs or anybody that's helped you academically that you want to shout out at Harlan High School right now?
Miss Hodges, my history teacher, she was always on top of me when I was a sophomore and I was in her class. Mrs. Sparza and Miss Jarrett, my counselor, she always kept me on top of it. Yes,
Great
sir.
job. Hey, do you have an idea what you want to major in when you get to college next year?
Sports medicine. I like helping athletes and everything. I want to be a trainer when I get older.
That is awesome to hear. Okay.
Yes,
So when you talk about being a trainer, so you're going to study either kinesiology or physical therapy or both or what?
kinesiology.
Okay. Hey, coaches are always want to know how athletes learn both in the classroom and on the field. Tell these coaches, are you more of a physical learner, hands-on, visual, or verbal?
More hands-on, virtual. I like to see what I'm working with, so I know how to really how to learn more. I feel like that's how I learn better.
Okay.
Yes.
You got a good GPA, but tell these coaches when you do come across that one class that you may struggle in, what are you going to do to help get your grades up in that class?
Just gotta study more. Just like how I watch film all the time. I need to take some of that time and use it on the class I'm struggling with, so I know that I can have a better advantage than I do in my other classes that may be easier to me. Yes,
Okay, that's good stuff. Tell us, what kind of student are you in the classroom? Are you a guy that likes to sit up front and be engaged with the teacher, or are you in the back kind of just taking it in? Which one are you?
No, I like sitting in the front because I don't really talk in class. I'm really just a quiet little kid in class. So I just like sitting up front, paying attention, doing what I'm supposed to do, represent the coach as well.
Good.
So,
I love hearing that. Okay,
so,
let's switch over and get to know you a little bit personal about you. When you're not working out and playing football, what are some of your interests and hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to watch film. Um, I love watching film. I like watching highlight tapes of my favorite players, and wrestling. So my whole world is kind of like football. So anything that involves football, I'll just do that in my spare time.
What about for fun? I mean, do you like to hunt, fish, go to the movies, hang out with your friends?
No,
No?
not really. I'll probably go out to with my friends, probably play some video games or something.
Okay, so you play video games. What are you, a Madden or 2K or Call of Duty guy? Which one are you?
Madden. I'm a Madden king.
Oh, a Madden King. That's the first time I've heard that term. So
Yeah.
it begs the question, are you giving L's or taking L's?
No, I'm giving L's. I take nothing but W's over here.
Okay.
Everybody get 21.
I like it. Hey, recruiting is taking place more and more on social media. Tell these coaches what social media they can find you on. Are you a Twitter guy, Instagram, Snap, TikTok, what?
You can find me on Instagram at Kamali Anderson. You can find me on Twitter at Kamali Anderson too. Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us also, how would you describe your social media presence? Are you all about that life, about trying to use football in education? Or you kind of like to sprinkle in some personal stuff? How do you use your social media?
Um, Honestly, to be honest with you, I'm kind of like I like using my social media to really just kind of get my name out there, really like connect with the coaches. Um, that's really it. I don't use social media for anything else.
Okay, that's good. That's real good. Tell us a little bit about some of your favorites here. What's your favorite food to eat?
That's a good one. My mom makes some bomb spaghetti, so probably some spaghetti. So pasta Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo, some stuff like that.
Okay. And then what's your favorite football movie?
Uh, I don't think I have a favorite football movie, but my favorite football show, like to watch, is probably Last
Hmm.
Chance to Choose because it teaches me a lot about like like on the outside world, like in the real
Hmm.
world. So it teaches me a lot about that type of stuff. It's reality.
Did you
Yes,
get a
sir.
chance to watch this season?
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What about music taste? Obviously, we're all athletes. What do you like to listen to when you're working out or pregame? Who are some of your favorite artists?
I might get clowned for this a little bit, but I'm a Florida boy, so I listen to a lot of Kodak. Um, I listen to Young Boy a little bit. Sometimes I listen to probably Kendrick Lamar. He can that's never a wrong, never a wrong artist, and probably Polo G. I like Polo G a lot.
Okay, nothing wrong with that list. Nothing to be embarrassed about that. That's good music taste there. Hey,
Yeah.
Kamai, tell us about a person outside of your family that's had a positive impact in your life. Who is that
My
and
mom,
why?
my mom, because she shows a lot of strength and since I was a little jit when I was like a little baby. She always showed how to overcome adversity. Like when she was at her lowest point, she still put everybody first, and that shows like how much strength she really has. So yeah, she's basically the person I really be looking up to in my family.
Tell us a little bit about your family. Are you an only child? Are you the youngest, the oldest? Tell us a little bit about your family background.
No, I'm a middle child. I have an older brother, Shamari Anderson, and I have a little sister, Perea Anderson. She's 7 years old. She's downstairs right now, so if you hear her come up, don't mind.
Okay. And then what
Yeah.
does your mom do for a living?
She's a loan officer.
Okay, good stuff. And then you got good height now. You got your 6'1", 175. You're in your senior year. I mean, well, what do you think your height and weight will be by the time you get to college? You got another growth spurt
Uh,
in you?
Um, ho- Hopefully I can get to 6'1" and a half, maybe a little 6'2". I know I weigh more because I took the off season real serious. I gained probably 10 pounds,
Nice.
10 to 12 pounds. So I'll probably be 185, 180 by the time college hit. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Tell us. I call this my dream scenario question. Let's say you have 4 great years in college, and you find yourself in New York City for the NFL draft. Who is sitting at your table with you, waiting for the commissioner to call your name?
Ooh, that's a good question too. I know all my family's coming. It's gonna be like a family reunion. Everybody's gonna be there. I know my friend Ja'Cory Logan's gonna come, my former teammate for Harlan. I know my friend Kybert, my lifelong friend Kybert from Florida, and Micah Starks. He's in college
Okay.
right now. Yes, sir.
Okay. Big list. I like it.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
tell us, coaches are also wondering about, in high school, we give back to your community. What do you do to give back in the community there? Are you involved in your church? You involved with nonprofits? What are you doing to give back?
Um, my sister has Down syndrome, so I take a lot of pride in kids with special needs. So at school, I take care of kids with special needs. At school, I do whatever they need help with, and in the community, I go to buddy walks and stuff like that to really just show my support for them.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
sir.
awesome. My wife is a special needs educator here in the Austin area, so I respect that you take time to do that. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, personally, football's going to come to an end one day. What do you want your life to look like when you're done with the game?
Uh, I want my life to look like I want I want to help other people. Like, I want to help other people reach their goals, reach their dreams, because I I hope I do get to the point where like everybody does like look up to me and stuff like that, and they come for me asking for advice, for some tips and stuff like that. So probably just coach them up and stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a great answer. Hey, communication is huge on a team. Tell these coaches, how do you best communicate with your teammates and your coaching staff? Are you pick up the phone and call me, text me, FaceTime me? How do you best communicate with your teammates and coaches?
Um, I'll text them because if I call them, I'll probably call them at the wrong time. So I'll just text them, probably like a question. I'll probably like tell them what they're doing wrong. Well, I'm not my coaches, of course, my
Right.
teammates, and I'll just tell them like some things that they should be tweaking up and stuff, and I'll just ask them to get back to me as quick as possible or
Okay.
whatever you got. Yes, sir.
Kamali, tell us, how do you define leadership and how do you plan on leading going into your senior season?
Um, I define leadership as somebody who has good integrity because and stuff who's not selfish, because a leader to me is when somebody just they'll put everybody else first, like they'll put their team first, like the people who aren't afraid or who wouldn't get mad getting one catch for 5 yards and the team winning, but who would rather get like 5 catches for like 100 yards and the team lose. And I'd rather have the leader who have like the worst stats but the team's winning type thing. So I try to lead telling the backups and the JV kids like, hey, this is what you need to do. When people are slacking off at practice, I really need to just pick them up, especially the kids who get down on themselves the most when they're doing something bad. Just pick them up. Yes, sir.
That's good. No, that's good. Good definition. You mentioned something I like to always ask senior athletes. What advice would you give yourself when you were a freshman? Now that you've gone through 4 years of high school, what's the one piece of it you're like, man, I wish I would have known that when I was a freshman?
Um, don't take constructive criticism the wrong way, because when I was young, I always thought they were coming after me, like they were picking on me, but no, they really did it because they saw something in me that I didn't really see in myself. So I just tell myself, don't look at it the way that you're looking at it right now. They're trying to help you. Yeah,
No,
that's basically what I tell myself.
that is very sound advice. I always tell athletes, don't worry about how the coach is saying it. Focus on what he's saying. And
Yes, sir.
that's a very, very mature on your part. Hey, as we
Yes, sir.
finish up here, let's switch over to recruiting. Who are you hearing from? What's been your recruiting process? Tell us a little bit about where you are in the overall recruiting process right now.
I've been hearing from colleges from all levels. Louisiana. I was talking to Coach DJ Looney, RIP to him, because he passed away recently. I was talking to him for a little bit. The Columbia coach followed me. UTEP wide receiver coach followed me. UIW, UTSA, local, and then like D2 UWF, Central, and then I'll go down to D3, Mary Hardin Baylor, Hardin Simmons, and then yeah, so just colleges of all levels. It's been real
Yeah,
fun too. It's been real fun.
that's good. Do you have a preference as these coaches trying to get an advantage? Do you prefer to stay in state? Or are you okay with going out of the state for your education?
Oh, I don't care where I go, to be honest. Just wherever fits me the most. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the follow-up question is, you say that, but what do you think your mom says? Would she like to have you stay closer to home, or she doesn't care either?
Nah, she don't care. She wants me. If I'm far gone, she don't care. She just said go wherever I feel like's home. So yes, sir.
Okay. Come on, tell us, how would your teammates describe you as a teammate?
I'm intense. I'm an intense player. Um, I'm fiery. Whether something good or something bad happens, I'm either in your ear or I'm just not in your ear in a bad way. Like I'm just like hyping you up, and yeah, I'm just like an intense leader,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah. Tell us, as you go into your senior year, what do you consider your strengths, and what are some of the things you're working on to have a fantastic senior year?
Weak. My weaknesses, the things I need to work on. I can't. I'll have to work on like everything because there's really nothing specific that I can really point out right now. But I have to work on everything. And strengths that I think that I do better than most things is I know how to read a defense. I can find a hole in the defense in my hands. My hands are pretty good. Yes, sir.
Okay. And can I assume that you run the route tree? You can run every route flawlessly?
Yes, sir. The
Okay.
outside, from the outside receiver to inside from the backfield. Yes, sir.
What about special teams? Do you play a part in special teams?
Yes, sir. I'm on kickoff return. I'm on kickoff, and I think I'm gonna be on punt this year too.
Okay. Good stuff. Hey, tell us, are you a film guy? Do you like to study a lot of film leading up to games on Thursday or Friday night?
Yes, sir. I do. I do like watching film. I was watching film on Johnson the past 2 weeks before we played them, and I kind of had a good idea what they was doing. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then tell us also, are you one? There's usually two types of players. There's those players that love to play the game, and then another bucket of those players that love to practice and play the game. Which one are you?
Um, I love to play the game, but I mostly like to practice because I like perfecting my craft. Because there's really not at receiver, you can't really be perfect at it. There's no such thing perfection at receiver, so you always got something to work on. So, and I get to figure out what I do need to work on, and that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun to me. So I do like practicing more than kind of playing, if you could say.
Okay. Is there a certain receiver at the college or pro level that you pattern your game off of? And if so, who?
Um, I watch a lot of my old teammate Jacory's film. I watch a lot of his film. I like Jerry Judy a lot. He's a real polished route runner. I like watching George Pickens, who played for Georgia. He's a real
Hmm.
strong go get it guy. In the NFL, probably Antonio Brown. Not the fastest, not the biggest, but he'll get the job done for sure.
Okay. Good examples there. I like that. Hey, tell us a little bit about, coaches love players that know how to overcome adversity. Tell these coaches about a time in your life, either personally or dealing with football, when you had to overcome some type of adversity.
When my brother passed away a year ago, he passed. My older brother, he was 17 at the time. I was 16, and it was the end of my sophomore year. January 12th of 2019, he passed away, and as a man, you kind of just need to step up. I mean, there's really no right way to grieve about it, but I mean, I knew that I had to step up, be the older son, be the man of the house when my dad isn't here, and like whatever he's at work or whatever he's doing, I got to step up and be a man. So it's kind of like that was probably the toughest thing I had to like overcome, and I did overcome it. Being all district receiver and kind of just representing his name the right way, which would have been his senior season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry for your loss, man, but I love how you're using that to motivate yourself, and I'm sure he'd be proud of you today. I appreciate you sharing that. Hey, as
Yes,
we
sir.
finish up here, I don't want to get you back to your night and homework and dinner and stuff, but one thing coaches love is a competitive player. Tell these coaches about how competitive you are. What's your competitive nature like in playing football?
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, whatever you is. Like, you have to show me that you work them 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't care who's lined up across from me. You have to show me before anything else. Yes, sir.
I love that. I love that attitude. Hey, as we finish up here, we talked about the elevator pitch. Take this next 20 seconds and in your own words, tell these coaches why they should recruit you and what you're going to bring to their program.
You should recruit me because one, you getting a dog. You getting a dude who's not afraid to put his nose in. You're not afraid of a kid who wants to work in the classroom, outside the classroom, and do the right things on and off the field. Um, yeah, that's really it.
Okay. That's
Yes,
a
sir.
that's a great elevator pitch, man. Hey, I really enjoyed hearing your story, Kamali. I'm gonna be down to watch you here pretty soon when I make my run through San Antonio. Continue to be safe, work hard, and if you need anything, reach out to me. Okay, let me know.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.